Hello everyone, welcome to our channel 165 GTS Chemistry Classes by JAYARAM. This is JAYARAM Chemistry Faculty. Today we will discuss a crucial topic that's on every student's mind who are preparing for the JEE-Mains or NEET. And that is why most of the students fail or fear in JEE-Mains and NEET. And before entering into the discussion, first let me present some facts about these two exams, marks as well as ranks. How many students are appearing and how many of these students are able to get the minimum marks? What will be the minimum marks? What is the ratio? You can understand if you are going through the past 2-3 years result. And here let me present it. It is first let us see the result of JEE-Mains for the last 3 years. Here it is. First, let us see performance in the students in 2022 JEE-Mains. It is related to approximately in that year, approximately 9.05 lakh students appeared for JEE-Mains, which is conducted for 300 marks. Here I am giving only that is nothing but the cutoff mark, and how many students are able to cope up with that cutoff mark. Are you clear? And you cannot. The cutoff mark is between 90 to 100 marks out of 300. You remember, out of 300, where 9.05 lakh students appeared, out of 390 to 100 marks, the rank is appearing between 60,000 to 80,000. That means out of 9.05 lakh students, only around 80,000 students are able to get 100 or above score. What is happening? Out of these 9.05 lakh students, just 80,000 students are able to score 100 plus marks. What about the remaining 8.2 lakh students? They are unable to get even that 100 marks. What is happening? Not only that year, first again, let us go for the next year. That is nothing but 2023. Coming to 2023, approximately 11.62 lakh students registered for JEE-Mains, and the marks between 90 to 100, the ranks appear between 80,000 to 95,000. Here also, out of 11.62 lakh students, only around 95,000 students are able to get 100. That 100 marks is nothing but 1/3 mark. 1/3 mark. Only 95,000 students are successful in getting that 1/3 mark or above. All the remaining, that is nearly 10.6 lakh students, they fail to get even 1/3 marks, even after thorough preparation for the 2 years of their plus 1 and plus 2 class along with their family. Clear? And now coming to 24, it is 14.15 lakh students attend for this exam. That is JEE-Mains exam. They registered and the marks between 95 to 101. Around again it is almost 100 marks. Never. It is appearing 66,000, nearly 67,000 to 76,000. Only out of 14.15 lakh students, only around 75,000 students are able to get 100 plus marks. That is 1/3 or more achieved by only 75,000 students. What is happening? That means it is 75,000 students. Now, approximately it is nothing but in 2025, nearly 12.58 lakh students appeared, still awaiting the result. Now, coming to NEET, here the story is a different one. You can observe. Here, for the last data related NEET is like this. In 2022, approximately 17.6 lakh students appeared for the NEET, conducted for 720 marks. And now, out of these 720, two-third mark, 500, are achieved by only 84,000 students. Dear students or parents who are viewing my discussion on this topic. First of all, these are the facts. First of all, you have to understand, because most of the students and parents, they are with high aspiration to make this or to crack this GMAINS as well as NEET. When entering into this course, they are very energetic and enthusiastic. But when that is nothing but the starting is with high enthusiasm as well as high aspiration, but the ending is with poor results. Here is the proof. Nearly in most of the states, 500 plus marks. What I am discussing is only unreserved, that is open category in general, not the that is nothing bad categorized result or reservations. It is simply what we are discussing is in open category. 17.6 lakh students are appearing for this. The seat achieving, medical seat achieving marks, minimum mark if we are considering as 500, only 84,000 students are getting that 500 or more marks. What happened to the other 16.7 lakh students? They are unable to get even 500 marks. Is it not? Now, coming to next 23. Here you can observe approximately 20.38 lakh, nearly 3 lakh students more accumulated for this. They are appeared for this NEET conducted. Again, it is also 720 marks, and here 500 marks, but actually 500 marks is not sufficient to get medical seat, but we are discussing the score which is required to get the medical seat or engineering seat. How much is required? How many students are able to get it? Here getting marks, getting individual score is not having any competition. Only after getting the marks, ranking. You have to think about that. Here, approximately 20.38 lakh students can appear for this NEET. 500 and above marks are achieved by only 1.08 lakh. What happened to the remaining 19.3 lakh students? Simply we can say they are unable to get even these 500 marks. And now coming to very next year, that is in last year, 2024, approximately 23.3 lakh students appeared for NEET exam, which is conducted again 720 marks. And here this is actually 500 marks is not useful in getting medical seat. That you can observe 2,09,000 students only. Only 2,09,000 students are able to get 500 plus. That means nearly 21.5 lakh students fail to get even these 25, that is 500 marks in NEET. What is happening? That is my present video discussion. And what happens here? From this analysis, what I am observing with all my experience, and just you remember, with all my experience as chemistry faculty and creator of 165 GTS chemistry classes app, I have seen nowadays many students struggle to perform well in these two exams. Many students struggle to perform well in these two exams, as you observe in what I present. And what is the reason why it is happening? Point number 1, lack of conceptual understanding. One of the prime reasons for students to fail or fear in GMAINS or NEET is the lack of conceptual understanding. Many students, here what is happening is, many students focus on rote learning, memorizing the formulae, and equations without grasping the concept, underlying concepts present in the subject. Point number two, insufficient practice. Another reason the student struggle is this one. And here, G-Mains or NEET require a deep understanding of concepts and ability to apply them in solving a wide range of problems. Point number three, poor time management. Poor time management, this is one of the common issue that most of the students facing. What is happening in the exam hall? Students often spend too much of time on one topic or one question. That leads to what happens? Leaving insufficient time for other questions. Automatically, as you know, effective time management is crucial for completing these two competitive exams within the allotted time. Time plays very important role. When the student is of having the habit to spend too much of time on one topic or question, automatically leaves insufficient time for other questions. That may lead again the stress, anxiety in the exam hall. Point number four, very important, and this is significant obstacle for many students preparing for G-Mains and NEET. The students feel high pressure to perform well in the weekend or fortnight exams conducted by different coaching centers or institutions where they are studying. So in each exam, they try to perform well, but they fail. Automatically, this leads to the stress, the pressure. They are always struggle to perform week to week their marks instead of when automatically once the pressure started, they are unable to get the required score. So that leads to stress. They become they become poor in their subject and lack of interest in the subject. When they are not getting good marks, automatically what happen? Here, why they are having that type of stress is only because of their mind is fear about the failure in the coming final exam. So all these are different aspects why most of the students are failed in this NEET exam, even to get 1/3 of G-Mains or 2/3 of NEET marks. And here, now what to do when they are feeling some sort of stress or pressure week to week, weekend or fortnight exams, what to do? They have to develop a mindset, sportive mindset. If not this week, let me try next week. Growth mindset. Growth mindset they should have. And they should build some confidence. And they have to plan in a strategic way to improve. That means they have to concentrate on improvement, understanding the concepts rather than on getting the marks, the ranks by any means. What is the solution for all this? Now I am coming to this one. It is nothing but the solution is overcome all these challenges. Our chemistry 165 GTS chemistry classes app. It provides video lectures connecting to that is concerned to all underlying concepts. That is strictly following the NTA syllabus for these two stipulated exams. No deviation, no overloading of the concept. Just what are the concepts present? That is 100% concept covering is there. It is given in video classes. Why? The app is with video classes instead of live classes. As you know, in case if the students are getting one class, if they absorb that, most of the students automatically the competition will lie at around 250 and above marks. But what is happening? Just 100 and above marks out of 10 to 14 lakh students to get that. That means one time listening is not sufficient for the average or above average students. They have to go once, twice if they are having if they are unable to understand in fast teaching, then again they require the same mode of teaching without any deviation. But this is not happening in regular class. In classroom class, that type of provision is not possible. Not possible because automatically the coaching centers or the classroom work will be as per the schedule. For the next coming weekend syllabus, they have to cover. It is not at all possible the same topic to revise once, twice like that. But in this 165 GTS chemistry classes app, you can go n number of times for any topic till you are getting the correct concept from that. Thereafter, comprehensive material is there. You can study that too within the stipulated syllabus that covers. It is not giving any overburden to the students. And yes, lakhs of questions are available. But even from each subject, lakhs of questions available. No doubt. That is abundant questions are there. But is there that much of time for the student? Is it possible to select the questions which is within the syllabus or which is required for these competitive exams? Not possible. Are you clear? That's why in this app we are providing few questions. Few means it is nothing but some all types of questions. Each question will cover each model which is present in NEET or JEE-Mains syllabus. By solving these questions, if the student is able to solve these questions by applying the concepts, what he or she learned, automatically the type of questions, whatever the number of questions in the same concept, whatever the type of question generated from the concept, the student will be in a position to answer. So, what my intention is making the student to practice so many questions, automatically it leads to time lapse. Instead of that, all models in a stipulated number of questions, if they practice, if they are getting the confidence in solving whatever the model, whatever the question framed on the concept. They need not practice. One or two questions on each concept practice, how the questions will be asked if they know. Automatically they are confident, whatever the question they are, in any manner they are asking the question, when they are strong in the concept, because they are thorough with that concept. They are not listening once, they can listen once, twice, thrice, a number of times till they are getting the concept. That is sufficient. Instead of overloading the concept, which is not present sometimes in our syllabus. But all the materials are, most of the market materials, they are having, yes, no doubt at all. So many questions they are covering. But all these questions the student can solve if they are strong in concept. No need to solve all the questions. Once the concept is strong, automatically they are in a position to answer all the questions. That is the motto. That type of video lectures and that is and comprehensive study materials, and not only that one, some practice questions and practice tests also there, so as to make the student to get self-confidence. Clear? Now, so now let me conclude this discussion. If you are struggling with chemistry in JEE-Mains or in NEET, why we are still waiting? Just download the app given in the description link and go through that one. And let me support you in cracking these JEE-Mains and NEET exams on chemistry part.